Firstly, Rise Mzansi is a very new. It's very new in this space of, the political circles, etc. So your initial reaction to what the court decided on Monday?
Sure. Well, firstly, thank you for having me. I think as South Africans, we've become so desensitized to any little advancements in politics that we have to celebrate even the tiniest wins and tiniest steps in the right direction. And in as much as the Constitutional Court definitely did its job in making sure that the Electoral Amendment Act is brought more closely in line with the Constitution and meets constitutional muster, it is definitely a very, very small step in the right direction. I think, after the New Nation judgment declared the Electoral Act unconstitutional, South Africans have been craving very, very meaningful amendments and reforms to our electoral laws, and this might be the last moment for a very, very long time that we have to exploit and to catalyze real change from an electoral law perspective, and in changing our electoral system and allowing for more constituency-based governance. But it's definitely a step in the right direction, and yeah, I think for that we must applaud the Constitutional Court for applying itself to the issues before it. I think there's definitely a little bit disappointing in the sense that unrepresented political parties still have to deal with very, very onerous signature requirements, and it sets a very, very terrifying precedent for democracy. But that wasn't the central issue before the court for consideration, and hopefully there'll be other avenues and possibilities to ventilate that issue specifically. But yeah, definitely a step in the right direction, definitely a meaningful move towards more constituency-centered governance. But yeah, it's not the change that South Africans were desperate for from an electoral reform perspective. Definitely.